To the silent hand, Silas Creed, I assure you this bookkeeping error must be a product of clerical malfunction. If you would send a page to check our books, I assure you he will return with correct figures. As to this accusation of rumored conspiracy, I am but the minister of this town, not its mayor. If the mayor would like to bring in festivals which have dubious security towards the citizens, that is a matter to take up with him, not me. Perhaps, Silas, instead of a mediator, you yourself should come down and see the state of our fine town of saints and this church. You will find me most cooperative indeed. Sincerely your servant in Taylor. Father Hagios Innocent.
Welcome to the Tomes of Time. I'm the Timekeeper, and here are my victims, guests, who will now introduce themselves and who they're playing, starting with the illustrious...
Hello there. This disembodied voice is known as the Black Doctor, and I play the holy man with a bit of a religious crisis, the holy and elegant Donatello.
And in this corner.
And I am Nala Moore, and I'm playing Niela Volcane, the barbarian of the group.
Yes. Now, where our other members are is disparate places, strewn about. Some are catching up on things, some are dealing with things, some, I don't know, but I sure hope they get here. But we have tarried on with these few numbers before, and so we shall attempt to again. Who remembers where we last left our heroes?
Well, he wasn't here for the last session.
I was sick/asleep.
Yeah. So what happened last session was Nella, Garrett, and the captain were tasked with finding Deacon, the Tabaxi bartender's lost jug of very expensive ale. And they went to the docks, where the captain kind of went off and did his own thing. And Nella and Garrett followed a trail to a very expensive restaurant, and then that trail led to a Kenku, and then that led to the rich people neighborhood, where they found out a party was going to be, or during this they found out a party was going to be held by the end of the week. And so they went back to the bar to make a plan to crash the party.
The explanation for the absence of Rafa Marcus and Donatello was that the others had awoken to find that they were stricken by my ear twitching. Were stricken by a strange, unexplainable sickness afflicting them as they remained unconscious. However, we will come to the waking, not quite waking yet, we will come into the consciousness of Donatello, as your night has been racked with fever dream nightmares of all sorts of eldritch and macabre horror. Specifically, sticking out in your mind, you wake up to a room that seems burnt around you, as corpses lay about you and screaming comes from the streets. What do you do?
I first assess my environment. What do I see in the room that I'm in?
It's the room you fell asleep in, but as if everything had been blackened, turned to ash and soot.
And I quickly hear the voices screaming outside, and I grab my staff and begin to rush outside to see what's going on.
As you exit into the city around you, you find that the skies are blood red, that the air is thick and hazy with a mixture of smells that you have only experienced at war and prayed you would never experience again, as the streets run with blood. The only building around you that stands with ebbing tendrils of strange dark matter from them is the Grand Cathedral of Saints.
He looks around, his body incredibly shaking, his fight or flight senses barely trying to hold himself together as he sees the cathedral and grips his staff tightly and begins to edge his way over there and burst into the cathedral.
As you open it inside, it seems pristine. Carpet's still manicured. There is someone slumped over on the pulpit.
He begins to trace his hands over the pews as he walks through it, mumbling to himself to try to keep his composure. One thing that I desire, and that I seek after, that I would dwell into the house of the Lord forever. One thing that I desire.
As your hands attempt to touch the pews, they find that while there is image, there is no substance to the objects. And your hands pass through as though it were a ghostly illusion.
His hands begin to tremble with utter fear as he begins to race towards the body that seemed to be slumped over.
As you near the body, the minute you put your hand on it, the entire temperature sensation that you've been having flips from what was muggy, overheated, almost choking, now is choking you still, but with how frigid and cold, as if you are in Arctic waters. And you realize that your heat is ebbing into this body as suddenly the head, devoid of a fleshy covering for the musculature underneath, snaps up at you and screams as you snap awake in the room.
Oh, great Baylor, what was that?
Beside you, you hear the shuddering mutters of an unconscious Rafa Marcus, who seems to be in a state not too dissimilar to yourself.
He gets up and tries to rouse him.
Make a medicine check for me.
Mm-hmm. $13.
You can tell this is not a natural ailment that has besieged him, and by extension, nor you. Whatever is affecting him and affecting you is something
Let's see. I want to see if I have any spells that might cure something like this.
Make a religion or arcana check for me, if you would.
Mm-hmm. Let's see which one is better for me.
So for those who are just tuning in and heard that crazy fever dream, hi, welcome to Tomes of Time, a faith-based D&D podcast, where, these are, again, my lovely victims.
So, a 19 in religion.
Okay. This is some fell curse. You have dealt with every manner of ailments, physical, magical. You're not sure you have anything that can make this subside, though you know that your own condition subsided almost of its own.
He performs the sign of Palor over his head, and he says, "I would hate to leave you, brother, but I'm not sure what I can do to fix you. Get well." And he begins to slowly walk out after taking a second look.
And with that, I can move the title card. Wrong turn.
Now I'm going to see what's up with my connection, so I will most likely pop back in.
Okay.
Do I need to do anything else before we switch over to Nella, or?
I mean, there's kind of like immediately once you go out there, you would have ran into her. Your connection seems
Okay.
good now. I don't know what that weird glitch was, unless you're seeing that you're still having issues.
Yeah, it's a bit low. I just need to check that really quick to see what's up.
Yeah, sure thing. We can do a little dialogue between Nella and the host of the tavern.
Sweet, I'll be right back.
Alright. So, Nella, you are downstairs as before, mopping the floor with Deacon. He's just kind of...
Yeah, she's doing her best. She's never mopped before.
You're not from around here, are you?
Not at all. Not at all.
Where are you from? Whistle? Dira? Maria?
No.
No. Address? The Amiri Desert. You seem well suited for the desert. The Amiri Desert. You seem well suited.
I am from a sort of desert, though we called it a mesa.
Mesa. I have a good eye. A wise bartender.
My companions actually found me falling from the sky. I fear I'm not from this world.
Falling from the sky, and at this from the above. Basically, most of my taverns I think of laid out kind of the same way. So there's like the ground floor where there's all the drinking and talking and gambling and whatever, and then there's a top floor where there's the actual inns. So from the top railing, Donatello finally steps out of the room to see a much tamer situation than he had moments prior.
He looks across, and even though he's basically drenched in what can pretty much only be surmised as reptilian sweat, he looks in sighs and relief. Oh my goodness! Finally, people.
The deacon looks up at you. Ah, you're awake. I'm sorry, there was not much we could do for you.
It is. He begins to walk down, still paying attention to Nella and Deacon. It is all right. Of course, Rafa is still in such a condition. I know many sicknesses in my time of war, but Not once have I encountered something like this. I cannot fix it, so it must be left to, I suppose, run its course.
Mouth's full, sorry.
So, no, you're fine. And he turns to Nella. Nella, it is good to see you.
It is nice to see you up and walking around again.
He smiles. Now, if you would tell me, where are the others? What have I missed?
Well, the captain is still at the docks, as far as I know, and Garrett is off.
Being him, my surprise. Well, why is the captain at the docks? Has he fulfilled his wish and found a ship yet?
Well, he and I and Garrett were asked by Deacon to check on his shipping, and he decided to stay at the dock.
Deacon nods alone.
I see. Well, I guess whenever the time is ready, he will be back to join us. and so he turns to Deacon. Sir, if I may, I am definitely in need of a beverage.
Deacon gives you the smile that, though you've known him very briefly, has come to be one of his signature expressions. As he goes over to the bar and then looks up at you. What will you be having?
Ale. and it would for everyone else, it would be something incredibly odd for Donatello to have something other than something like water or wine.
Galami? Though we are running low.
Sure. Definitely.
Running very close to the tab that you already paid for the room, but sure. He pours you about a shot glass worth.
Donatello grabs it and downs the whole thing.
Roll a con check for me.
Mm-hmm. So just a check or a saving throw?
A save, yeah. Definitely a save.
Should have did the check.
It's like your first, like if you knocked back without knowing it, like someone replaced your water not with Everclear but with moonshine, and you were just running a marathon.
He downs it back, and then his head falls forward and slams into the table.
Doc, no! You're literally becoming Doc from Back to the Future. Is he out, or was that just dramatic?
No, he's not out. He's out of it.
Deacon puts a stabilizing hand on your shoulder. Careful, friend.
That's pretty much the only thing that he says at the moment.
The dwarves are patient people. They brew a fine, strong drink.
Indeed they do. And it is greatly needed in these times. Wine is said to gladden the heart, but ale, it helps the soul.
This stuff just burns my nostrils. And keeps my pockets full. He corks it and puts it back.
He rolls his eyes as his head sinks slightly deeper into his shell.
I would recommend, though, not just yet, but at some point, going to check on your captain friend. You see, every good bottle deserves to be open, but, as you just found out, some pack quite the surprise.
He begins to get up and rustle himself slightly to sober himself up, and he turns to Nella. Well, then what do you think? Should we be off to check out our captain?
Not yet.
Okay,
You hear an outside situation of some packing error of someone offloading something before they were ready, accidentally knocking out the foreman.
The captain wanted to spend some of the day to himself.
So be it. So where do you think we should head off to? I'm not in the... He looks at himself. The sobriety to make any logical decisions.
Well, there is this big gate that I am curious about breaking, and perhaps having a hard-shelled friend thrown at it will bend it.
I thought the plan was y'all were gonna get into the ball.
She likes gold. It's a golden gate.
I didn't say it was a golden gate.
Oh, I imagine it being gold.
I imagine it being cast iron.
Donatello goes, fastball special, got it.
He just does the Sonic thing.
Spin dash.
Well, I'm not sure, honestly, on what we should do while we wait.
There is a church. What melody?
Well, in order for myself to, I guess, sober myself, it would be best if I head down to the church. It would be better for all of us if I am better. And he begins to lean upon his staff as it shakes, and he begins to hold his composure and begins to walk. He then turns, "You are free to follow me."
Oh, I will. She kind of helps him stand as well, like keeps him upright.
Thank you.
I'm just picturing you just steal Deacon's other mop to use as a crutch.
Yeah, this is him up.
I'm just glad I did. Well, I like in my dream, if I was holding my staff, I would have broken it out of fear.
How tall is Donatello?
Let's see. Let me check. He's 6 foot.
Oh, okay, he's a foot taller than Nella.
So he's just doing her best to hold on to his shoulder as he's just slumping over her.
I imagined her like holding his arm up, but yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure that I don't trip, or you'll be holding a 400-pound turtle.
As y'all exit the tavern or the inn, you hear Deacon just crying, "Remember, you can't come back here for lunch. Dinner, though, on the house."
Ah, I haven't ate yet. Oh.
As you step Sorry, what?
Sorry.
As you step into the street, Donatello, you are probably relieved to see that the skies are normal. The sun is past midday, just barely. And as commotive as the streets are, all is not in inferno disarray.
Thank Paylor. There is only moderate chaos here.
The one loader helping the bundle of goods off the foreman that he has all but destroyed in crushing. Yet you bloke!
Not willing to let those in pain or in frustration struggle, even when drunk. He tries his best to edge over there to help him.
Is that the same voice that the Kinku had?
Either history or insight.
Insight. I'll do insight.
Plot. Hey, yo, I don't notice nothing, man. I mean, I could give you
And
one
I'm
of my
deaf now, I guess.
I could give you one of my inspiration points. I have like
You,
3
I
of
do
them.
have inspiration, but it's
you,
not that
It's like
important.
you hear a lot of voices. There's a lot of gruff voices in this town, so it's hard to say, hard to get a reading either way.
Human voices.
This just must be how humans sound.
you all sound the same to me.
Uh,
And
Yeah.
so Donatello tries to help get the supplies back onto the cart.
it was just one bundle. Often good with bad timing. It gets sorted out with your help really quickly. Foreman thanks you. And they carry it away.
He nods, leaning upon his staff. He almost wobbles over, but he successfully bows to him and begins to try to walk back to the church.
He shakes your hand and leaves a silver piece in it and says, "Put that in the offering for me, will you?"
Yes, my friend. Go in peace. And they begin to make their way to the church.
All right. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da. That's not our transition music. We don't have transition music. What we do have is an obnoxiously big map for you all.
This is a huge cathedral.
Oh, it's
Wait a second. Oh, okay, that is... Oh, okay, I was misreading what I was looking at. Good job, me. Okay, so yeah, y'all enter at the far right side entrance.
So here.
much.
It is a lot.
Now this is a cathedral.
Yep. A real cathedra.
Fitting for a bishop.
As you enter, you are greeted by a young cleric with a little circlet of plants that is Donatello, you know, to be a fellow aquatic folk. One common to this town, a Triton, who turns to you while shuffling through bulletins and different materials. Hello. Welcome.
He bows and gives the sign of Palor. Greetings, young one.
Jeez.
And even as he steps in, he begins to sober up a little bit more because of the shelter of life, or the shelter of faith ability begins to work.
As you come to... Actually, no, not here. You see on the other side, on these triple door entries to the actual sanctuary, there are basins of holy water.
He dips his hand within and gives the sign of Palor over himself, the water continuing to cleanse and basically sobering him up.
May I be of assistance to either?
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Forgive me, I should introduce myself. I am cleric brother Ebed. May I be of service to any of you?
Well then, as you might not know, I am Bishop Donatello. It is good to see you.
It is an honor to
And
be practice.
the honor is all mine, my friend. A bishop is a deacon, and a deacon is a bishop to all. And he gestures, and this is my friend, Nella.
He's a familiar-looking creature. One of the few that I've seen so far.
Indeed, they are very familiar in my lands.
Yes, it is good to see turtles this far from Whistle. Tell me, how are things? Pirate raids are not on an uptick?
I believe they are not. I believe things are going well. Now, my friends and I are just on a mission to not necessarily be in the war, but fight the good fight. You know.
Roll an insight, if you will.
Sure.
Nella, you may as well if you'd like.
Alright.
Before you explained yourself, when you said that you were on a mission, there was a slight, what's the word? A look of a look of oh, in
Familiarity.
I can't think of a better adjective.
Familiarity. Surprise. Recognition.
Recog- recognition, but not like in a knowing way, just in a, oh, that stands out to me that you said that.
Yeah, we're on a mission from God.
A message from the Lord. Well, I can certainly show you to our fellow clergy, if you would like.
That would be amazing, sir. If you would.
He gives a bow and leads you on into the sanctuary, taking the water and doing ritual placement.
The ritual sign.
Yes.
As we're walking, Donatello basically goes into a religious nerd mode and begins to talk to Nella about all the various icons and pictures that are on in the cathedral, just gushing. Now that he's basically regained himself back to full strength.
The stained glass windows in this cathedral tell the story of Yonah, or what we would know as Jonah.
Yes, my friend, the great prophet Yonah. He was assigned as one of the prophets to lands outside of the ones that which we know. He was assigned to go preach to these people, for they were to face the great Palor's judgment. But since he hated them, he refused to go and fled. And as a result, in the great Palor's judgment, he was swallowed by an aquatic being.
He was
Like the
Now,
last?
hmm?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You wouldn't. That's different here.
A bit slightly different. The debate is out in relation to his prayer, whether or not he was truly dead or alive. But I take the opinion that he was truly killed when he was judged. But when his soul prayed to the great Palor, he was brought back to life and given the command to again preach to the people. And when he did, just simple a few words: repentance or you will be overturned. The entire city repented in sackcloth and ashes to the great Palor. Now that is a miracle.
Being brought back to life, where I'm from, is considered a curse.
oof.
Because when you are brought back, your soul has been warped by Svelda, and you are no longer yourself.
Somewhere in the multiverse, a kobold has suddenly become uneasy.
Well, my dear, in this world, life is always a gift. And as you know, I am a disciple of life. For us, even in death, life is not the end. But even when you are brought back, the great Palor has the ability and the power to keep you the way that you are, so that even in death, you will still be the same.
Specifically, instead of Nineveh, the town would have been the island of Plaga. Random lore fact.
And so, for us, the theologians have long argued this. The question would be, what is the greater miracle? Life being brought back from the dead? Or spiritual life of an entire city being brought back from spiritual death by the few words of a stubborn prophet? You must always be surprised of the power of the word.
At that, Ebed returns with Um, a It's hard to clock from the shaggy hair that lays about his head and ears, but he seems, especially from the markings on his face, to be a young, or to be an elf, a high elf, with their near eternal um, handsome or beauty dependent. Um, he gives you a slight bow. Hello, I am Cleric Saventi. What brings the two of you to this cathedral?
Him.
I am Bishop Donatello, as you might see from my robes, and this is my friend Nella. We are simply here to observe and to get some more information from the town.
Forgive me, I am writing a thesis upon the ancient debates of um, Cathara Patri versus, or the, sorry, forgive me, the, yes, Cathedra Patri versus Cathedra Novum. Um, do not your symbols indicate you are part of the uh, Cathedra Patri?
Indeed, I am.
We are, as well, those beholden to the authority of the fathers.
Well, they must be held. They are the successors of the Sent Ones, so they must be heeded. Of course, the Great Book of Palo must have supreme authority, but that does not mean that the apostles have any less authority.
You'd note that the fathers they refer to are more like the patriarchs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, though in some cases they do also welcome just the general idea of the church fathers of this world.
Right.
But it is more focused on like the seat of it would be like saying the seat of Moses.
Yeah. The Great Palor has shown us how to worship and has given us the means of helping in decision making. So their power and their authority must be recognized, both in faith and in practice. And what of you? What have your thoughts been?
It's been an interesting study, especially considering most are of my kind. Almost no cathedra novum is a high elf.
And yet, you go back to the ancient ways. Why?
It's how we are. That seems to be a good argument. Are you here to speak with our headmaster?
I suppose I am. Would you take me to him?
He beckons you and leads the two of you toward the. Actually, Ebed stays behind. He leads you to the front of this grand sanctuary, where behind the pulpit, poring over books, is this extremely old-looking high elf. His ears even longer than many from age. A long beard, his skin. It is clear that he's been around, been alive for some time.
As we were going to see him, did we pass by one of the offering blades?
Yes.
I tossed the coin that was given to me there.
The acoustics of the box in the room are such that the entire room echoes with the coin plantation on top of other coins. Harmonic, almost musical. As
Give, and it shall be given unto you.
the minister smiles looking out at the crowd and seeing you. Well, there is no crowd. Looking out among the sea of pews and sees the two of you. How close do y'all get? Yeah, yeah. Not moving your tokens much.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm too busy in my role play.
The lore.
I go right up to the altar, or to the back.
Welcome to this grand cathedral. Hmm, hmm. And who is your companion, Bishop?
He gestures. This my friend Nella. She is not from around here.
No. Hmm, I can see, sense. Hmm. You are of a very particular descendancy that has not been in these lands for some time. You are muted. What is this fourth wall that is in my face?
Sorry, I didn't want the sound.
The
Or
silence is golden.
I didn't want y'all to hear the door slamming. Did he ask her a question, or was he just stating something?
He just stated that her kind has not been in this land for a long time. Is Techno with you?
I don't believe. Yes, she's in a basket on her back.
Oh, I thought you were gonna leave her with Deacon.
Not yet. But she's going to look at him and just kind of like tilt her head. Um, hmm, I don't think my kind has ever been here before.
No, you are not piggery. What is your kind then?
Nailin, why do you speak like that?
Hmm. Why does the corvid crow?
Is it? What is a corvid?
It is a bird, a raven, or a crow.
Hmm. Where's the stained glass that with the whale on it?
I'll say it's. That was about the midpoint of the journey. It's actually, yeah, it's right where you met Serventi. It's above the confession booths.
So, like,
Yeah,
here?
Um, Back here.
Yeah.
yeah. She's just gonna keep glancing at that specific glass.
Okay.
I, uh, I butt in the conversation. You seem rather interested in that one, Nella.
It
Oh,
hmm.
you enjoy the artwork of the story of Yona.
Less that and more. It reminds me of a story from home.
Not everyone appreciates art as the masons of this cathedral did. Shame.
It's pretty artwork, but it's of a creature eating folk.
Yes. A turning point in the man's life when his course was forever corrected.
Hmm.
I am afraid you are late for noon mass. Tomorrow,
No.
though, uh, there's always a chance.
Donatello looks downwards, slightly disappointed. but also contemplating the questions that or the things that he's been experiencing.
What
And
is
he,
your name, brother?
Donatello, sir.
Donatello. Nice name. I am Father Hagios Innocent. This has been my cathedral since Trent has been established.
So you have been an archbishop for this long.
And longer once in the depths of Citadel, I hid from the dragons.
Indeed. He leans upon his staff. Tell me more.
What would you like to know, my Tortillian friend?
After the Dragon War, how did you survive? How did anyone survive?
We had wisdom and foresight to build a grand citadel, burrowing deep into the mantle of Aleph, this continent. Deep, deep down. And we fortified the surface. Yes, though much damage was still sustained. We came out much better than Sylvan. May her memory live on forever in our hearts.
He does the sign of Palor. Sir, if I might ask something.
Yes, of course, my child.
For in your life this long, in all of the things that you have seen, how have you still kept your faith in Palor?
You must remember the words of that such key bishop that God used to his church, that apostle, whom said that he who started a good work in you completes it to the day of the anointed one. For I tell you truth, I have seen it in dreams, I have seen it in the word. Akara will return.
He looks and he looks inside himself and begins to try to take those words to heart. The
Roll a vibe check now.
religion check.
Uh, religiosity. It's like a little asp.
Character arc check. And of course, looking at the beauty of the cathedral adds to it as it begins to look up to the images and icons at the center and then at the altar.
The altar itself is mirrored with a mixture of relief and what's that word? Just painted artwork of a scene not too dissimilar from Paradise Lost.
He begins to walk over and kneel before the altar. And then he prays.
Are you seeking anything in this prayer?
For assurance, for strength, for confession of doubt.
If you would roll percentile /D100.
So just a D100.
Yeah.
So it's /RD100.
I'll make it simpler. Let's just do a charisma check. A check.
Okay. Okay then. Ugh! I mean, I could use my inspiration for this.
You could.
I'm using one of my inspiration points for this.
All right.
Try it again. I want to go back to the first one.
You say a prayer, but there is no answer. Though this would not be the first time that you have not had an immediate response. This is certainly not one of the most comforting.
He gets up, and he looks around to see if there are any prayer books open.
Um, there are not.
Hmm.
Look at who has arrived. The man who has single-handedly saved me from the man who has single-handedly saved me from having no clue what to do with the rest of this session.
Oh no, sorry.
No, it's
You're
fine.
fine, brother.
It's fine. We would have figured it out either way, but
Yeah.
the Lord will provide. Um,
Mm.
though
And
the
so,
Lord of this in this world is not providing an answer right now for Donatello.
no, he is not.
Yeah.
So, what is it? So Donatello just simply, sort of doing what he always does for the sake of his own sanity.
Hmm.
Just simply prays a prayer of confession. As he walks over to the confessional and just does this by himself. He goes into the cathedral and basically kneels at the edge and says, Almighty and merciful Lord, I have erred and strayed from your ways like a lost sheep. I follow too much the devices and desires of my own heart. I've offended your laws. Have mercy on me. Restore me when I am penitent, according to your promises, and grant that I, for your sake, might live a godly, righteous, and sober life, to the glory of thy name.
You get this internal sensation. One second, sorry.
Take your time.
You get this internal sensation as if you, in the midst of a very uncomfortable situation, are, despite what is immediately around you, yet calm. You become aware, sort of, in that physiological way that the body can react to stress. You almost feel as if you are a cave delver who has gone too far, and though you can feel the pressure of the cave upon your back and chest, you feel at peace.
The light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it.
And you smell sea salt, which you know you should not be smelling within the cathedral. And you remember the captain.
He gets up and walks out of the confession door and goes to Nella. I believe that our time here is finished. I believe we should do what we had planned earlier and go check on the captain, do you not?
If you say so.
He says to the Archbishop, My brother, it is glad that I have came here, and I am grateful for you. But I believe we must make amends and go elsewhere. We have another friend to meet.
Very well. May Pelo's light shine upon you, Donatello.
And may he shine upon you as he always has.
Would you roll an insight check as his words meet your ears? Oh! His words seemed... He has a strange manner of speech, but his words seemed especially stilted and forced.
He hesitates. I'm sorry?
He cocks an eyebrow at you. A hairless eyebrow.
I'm sorry, it's just... You seemed a little bit off, sir.
I have matters pressing, breathing down my neck I must tend to. Forgive me, and have a good day.
He almost reaches out to check and see if everything is all right.
You catch another whiff of sea salt that you know should not be coming to your nostrils. Like I sent you an invite.
Okay, Palo. He begins to he lowers his hand and begins to turn. Come, Nella. I believe we should be going.
Is Blake still in here? I actually can't click to see who's in the room because that's right where my pause and stop buttons are.
Yeah, he said he wasn't able to join this evening.
Oh, like at all? Or
I think so. Yeah, he was trying to figure out whether or not he was just going to be late or just couldn't come.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
So he should continue to be sick.
Okay. Nella, do you want to leave Techna do you want to go and leave Techna with Deacon now?
Yeah.
Okay. You go in and he's tending his bar. No second lunch either. Oh, hey.
Do you watch animals?
He hesitates. Why?
Well, she takes the basket off and shows him Techna. I feel uncomfortable carrying around Techna this city, so I hope that I could keep her here and you can keep her safe.
He gives
right.
He gives a wry, barely stymied chuckle. Certainly, I can take care of your friend. He picks up, kind of almost like a baby, and just starts petting and holding Techna. You hear a little noise from his pantry.
Does your food speak?
He cocks a confused eyebrow as he smiles. No? What?
There's noise in your pantry. Do you have rats?
Oh, I should go check. Speaking of checking, how's your captain doing?
Oh, we were about to go and check on him.
Good, you should do that. And he hoists a Techna up in kind of the burping position, kind of goes off to check to the pantry.
I was gonna say, I don't think he has Animal Planet. How can you watch the animals?
Walking with Dragons. Documentary by ABC. Aleph Bestiary Conciliary. I don't know. So y'all heading to the docks?
Yeah.
Do I know how to get to see what was making the noise?
Later.
If you want to investigate, you can.
I'm curious on what the noise was. I don't want him to make bacon with Techna. Why am I so bad?
So what are you gonna insight? Yep, no, not a clue. Not a clue.
Yeah. Again, do you want my last inspiration point?
He goes into his pantry and the door closes behind him.
It's fine. Let's go to the docks.
Go.
So yeah, you head towards the docks. Captain, what do they find that you have done? And I will give you a hint. Just do something with the bottle, man.
That's what I'm doing. I was told not to do nothing with the bottle, but I want to open the bottle.
All right. So what do they walk in on you or walk upon you doing?
Opening the bottle.
Okay. As soon as you uncork it, a strange light sort of sputters out, and you disappear as the bottle falls to the ground and just kind of rolls around. And the cork seems back in it as the two of you look on.
Ooh, fun.
Nella's gonna.
We saw that happen, right?
She's gonna run and break the bottle.
Break it.
Wait, no! Oh.
Roll an attack, if you will.
Okay. I'm scared. She's also scared, so.
I'm confused! Ah!
It reverberates back off the bottle.
What?
That's a sturdy bottle. You hit that thing with your hands. I go to pick up the bottle and examine it.
It seems like a chip in a bottle. Roll a perception check.
I told you I'm not good at it.
No.
I want to.
Okay, you can make a perception check.
Nat 1!
I mean, that cork's looking real uncorkable.
I want to break it. I don't want to open it. Am I at disadvantage?
Wait, hold on. I want to see if I have something. No. Here, let's see. Okay, I try to uncork it with my mage hand.
Okay. Would you describe your mage hand for the audience?
Yeah, my mage hand is just simply a, I don't know, can it glow? It can glow. Just a light bluish purple human hand, traveling from the essence of Donatello to wrap its fingers around the bottle and around the cork, trying to twist the cork off.
As the cork comes free, a light springs out from it, overwhelming the both of you, as all three of you are experiencing this sensation of, like in light speed, when the stars blue shift into the hyperspace tunnel, but instead the world around you becomes a white void as you are sucked in, seemingly inside of the bottle, all now flying through the air, catapulting towards what seems to be a ship inside on this unending volley of water that in this bottle now clanging and leveling on the ground. As you all, you're flying through the air. What are y'all doing?
It's happening again.
Not again.
Great.
She's gonna aim for the water. I'm gonna land in the water. I don't care if I can't swim. I'm landing in the water. I don't want to land on the boat.
Yeah, if I land on the boat, I'm gonna put a hole in it. So once I start seeing, near the boat, I'm aiming for the water.
All right. The both of you roll acrobatics checks, Captain. What's your reaction to this turn of events?
Will it help if I'm in my shell?
Is that Skeletor?
It'll protect you.
Right, so it'll still be just an acrobatics check.
Hi, is Skeletor on this ship?
We'll see. Captain, what's your response?
Did I land on or off the ship?
You have not landed yet. We're just getting your mid-air reaction.
I'm gonna try to go for the front port side of the ship.
All right. Roll an acrobatics check for me.
I was gonna say, that is Skeletor.
Is this a skeleton? Oh, come on!
Oh, come on!
You stick the landing on the, what part were you trying to land on?
The port side.
Port side. Yeah, you stick the landing precisely where you wanted to land. You may put your token down. The rest of you, yes, you do manage to land in the water, on whichever side of the bow you desire. And we're gonna take a quick break before we get into the next half of this episode. Kyle, if you could give a gospel break, and y'all can explain your channels and your contents and how people can support you.
Sweet.
I'm dragging my character real quick. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please gather around and let me tell you a story. A story about a man named Adam who screwed up everything, then blamed God. What a knucklehead. Because of him, we're all born into sin, every last one of us. None are good, no, not one. None are righteous, no, not one. And the wages of sin is death. Which means, if we stood before a just, holy, righteous God today, we would be condemned of our sinful actions. And that death is a spiritual death, which is hell itself. But there's good news. 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ came, perfect man, perfect God, born of a virgin, lived a perfect, sinless life, went to Calvary and died for our sins, took our condemnation so we could have his righteousness, was buried in a borrowed tomb, and rose again on the third day. If you confess your mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord and believe in your heart God rose from the dead, you shall be saved. Today is the day of the Lord's salvation. He stands at the door and knocks. The question is, are you going to answer? And if you've already answered, share the gospel. That's the marching order, guys. This gospel break has been brought to you by the Tomes of Time. Now, who wants to promote their stuff?
I mean, you can do it first.
I think the others might be away.
Okay. Well, you can check out my content at Kyle St. Andrews over there on this app, Tiki Talk. But if you want to check out my other content, go to KyleStandAndrews.com. You'll find my podcast and all the other plethora of stuff I'm involved in.
And my content, you can find me here at Black Doctor 21 here on TikTok. But if you want to see any of my other stuff, you can go to my Linktree, linktree.com/theblackdoctor or Black Doctor 21. I'm not necessarily sure which one it's under, but it gives you all of my stuff. It'll give you my TikTok, my YouTube, and it'll give you my Instagram, and it'll also give you my Patreon, where you can pretty much support me in any way you can. For about $1.30, you get access to all of the audiobooks that I'm posting on there. For about $3, you'll get access to exclusive Patreon live streams. I just did one on Thursday. And for $5, the Episcopos tier, you get access to my church history lessons and everything else that came with it, with the other tiers. So, yeah. You can also get, go to my merch store and get a whole bunch of cool t-shirts. I have like 6 of them up already. So, yeah.
No,
What?
you want to go now? Promoting your content?
Oh, yeah. I make content on here. I have my own D&D session.
The D&D
I don't make content.
not on here.
I make-
Though I do promos for her session on.
And I do my own sessions on Tuesdays. I don't know if we're doing one next Tuesday because Dale is gone. But I will figure something out. And I stream on Twitch under the same name as that. No, that's my YouTube. My Twitch is Null and Paranoid, which is my @name on TikTok.
Her name on YouTube is None of War.
Doc.
And I, of course, am the host, Stephen Stowell, or Jedi 100. You can support me, you can support this production in the bio down below when this is on YouTube, on Patreon, where you can see... What's this? Yes, you can check out, you can support on Patreon. For the lowest tier, you get to see infrequent pictures of my dog, because he's cute. For $5, you have access to some a reading series I did, and bloopers that I need to get back into. And for $10, more of that reading series plus another reading series of the same nature where I need to get back to. Speaking of getting back to things, let's get back to the action. So, yeah, if y'all could put your tokens down where you want to have landed in the water.
Well, let me say this. With me hitting a nat 20 on the landing, I do acrobats while landing perfectly on the port side, right behind the first cannon.
Okay. The first thing you see as you look up from making sure you landed all right is a skeleton crewmate just turning and sneering at you. This ship, though it is stable in the water, getting a closer look at it, it seems rotten and torn through. Those of you landing in the water, there are holes in the side of this ship as the current takes you along. And with that, I'm going to roll out the initiative track.
I'm sinking.
Actually, you find this water is so salty that you are buoyant.
She's gonna go for one of the holes in the side of the ship, though.
That is doable. If y'all could click on your tokens and do your initiative rolls. Okay.
Please let this one be a good roll, please. Why can't I do anything? There we go. What? Token. Initiative. I'm keeping that one.
Oh, come on!
Did I code these all the same, or is there a difference with some of these?
Oh, 4!
Okay.
But, at least I didn't roll a -1.
Yes.
I'm still not gonna live that one down.
Nope.
Yeah. I don't like the heat of summer.
Imagine being in the South during the summer.
No.
Oh, man. Don't even, because it's moth season now, you know? Like,
It's mosquito season over here.
It is so humid at nighttime, you have to cut on the AC, even if it's 70 degrees.
For some reason, Doc, your volume has dropped significantly.
Oh boy.
Read the whole, hey, first century. If you read that, you see that it's actually the same way Paul's using it, that those who are not in God are the unrighteous who do not even seek God. It's funny, most people's objection to Paul's quotation is actually the exact point being made by both the Psalm and Paul.
Where did I put the thing?
Hoist up the thing, pull down the what's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turner to port. That's not port, now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. Me running D&D be like.
Please
Me
also,
running life be like.
me trying to live my life.
Do I got this under control? No.
That's what God's for.
I already have my AC set on 65 most of the day. I could not live where you live. Or at least, I could not. No, like, I could not be in your house. It's like anything lower than like 68, that messes up my sinuses. Absolutely.
Well, so I keep mine about 68. But
No. Did you roll for Saren?
is Saren here?
No. But she's in the initiative order.
I didn't roll for Saren, I rolled for myself.
Okay then.
It's my token when I'm looking at it.
I mean,
Did you roll for Saren? No. Oh, okay.
I don't.
I'm confused now.
There's no Saren token on the. Did I do a scaling token with Saren? I
Is that what that was?
Huh?
I'm almost the last one.
I don't see the token.
What are you talking about?
I don't see the initiative order. Do you see that?
I'm at the top!
It's like, you see this stuff?
Okay. My computer is showing me things that do not exist according to my tablet, so I don't know. Anyways, yes, Nella, you're at the top of the order. There is a hole in the side of the ship where the salt water is currently coursing you. It will be an acrobatics check, otherwise the water is going to swiftly take you, let's see, about 25 feet beyond. Basically, let's say it's under this cannon.
Okay, 16 good?
Yes, it is. You managed to get yourself inside the boat that seems to be supernaturally sloughing off all but about mid-calves deep of water.
Cool, I'm under
Mid.
What'd you say, Noah?
I'm under the deck now.
Yes! You're in the low deck where there is just supplies and you can't see anyone around you.
She is going to go stand kind of under this thing and just kind of listen for a little bit.
You see that there's a mid-level of the deck, of which you're on the lowest one.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go to the second level. I don't know.
Your thing. Just move some things. You come out kind of in this space down here. I hear dog. There's very little light just from the thing, but do you see the lower part of the map?
What?
Come down on the map.
Oh! Okay. That's blurry as heck, but okay.
It is.
I'm gonna keep my token there, but I can see this, I guess.
It's just the light from the grate, but you managed to make it to top deck at the end of here, where you find yourself amid a plethora of skeletons.
No, I didn't want to go to the top deck. I want to stand under the grate and listen.
Oh, okay, yes, never mind. You hear the sound of skeletons. This
Jostling of bones.
This skeleton is going to start shambling towards the noise. You cannot see the grid lines very well on this. They should have been darker. I probably could have done something for that. 1, 4, 5, 6. Captain, some skeletons seem to be starting to converge on you. Sarah Nefay is... What? Huh? Where is this skeleton? I am so confused. This isn't a skeleton token. I don't... There's a goblin in here? Oh. Oh no, this has not been cleared since the last initiative. Okay, cool. It'll take too long to have y'all re-roll initiative.
We love you, Stephen.
Where's the skeleton?
Where's the line?
Okay, it's this one. He is going to... Yeah, just move over here. He can't do much. You hear him approach. Mela. Ooh, what's Fantasy Bully doing in here? Hello. That is not the same skeleton. This skeleton... Trinitarian chat is dying? What? This skeleton's gonna move down. There's no Nilbog. Rowan Adley is not here. Nella's already gone. Rafa is not here. This skeleton is going to dash all the way up here. This skeleton is going to dash. Captain. It is your turn.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull my pistol out and shoot this one right here.
Roll for damage. Or, sorry, roll to hit. I know how words work.
I'm using my pistol.
Right. That hits. Roll damage. Even Burn It Down has more views. Well, that's funny. It actually says in the Bible that in the last days, people will not care about sound doctrine, but turn aside to people who fit their views. So I'm not surprised that Burn It Down has more views. Oh! Have you ever seen Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy? Like Han Solo hitting Greedo? The whole torso of the skeleton just kind of bursts out from the rest of it as its constituent parts fall limply to the ground.
Yay, he's dead.
That's so cool.
The last days were 2,000 years ago. Oh, you're a preterist. You're a full preterist now, first century. So then tell me, what's the point of anything, then, if you're a full preterist? Oh, that's the wrong symbol. Why is this off screen? I don't need things off screen. There we go.
Was that your only move?
Sean should still be able to do things.
I don't think I get another move.
Oh, right. You don't have a bonus action yet, do you? Alrighty then.
If I had dual pistols, I could probably have another move.
Okay, Edward Kenway.
So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Lance is not here. No goblins. This skeleton is going to dash. I believe that's Donatello. You are quickly coursing in the water. Actually, by now, the water current has taken you to here. You see an end to the ship here. It will take an acrobatics check to fight the current.
Wait, if I'm already heading in that direction, can I just move with the current?
I mean, yeah, it's still a check to make sure that you actually managed to get into the thing. And first century, preterism actually proposes that there is no need to go to the Father. Sin has been forgiven. That's what the preterists, all the cool preterists are saying.
Bro, yes!
You make it. Actually, you pull yourself up with such force. Your second attempt at grabbing on, you realize you're holding onto the anchor.
Can I climb to the deck?
Easy enough. Yes.
I climb to the deck, and I see that the captain is surrounded by skeletons.
Yes, you are now on deck.
Okay, so I number one, I slyly quip, well, I heard about a skeleton crew, but this is just too much.
The first skeleton looks at you and goes, "Nyah!"
I look at him and mockingly go, "Nyah!"
Roll insight.
I hope you won't let me do what I want to do next.
Despite the fact that bones, unlike in cartoons, cannot morph with expression, he looks genuinely offended at you.
So I cast my spiritual weapon behind him and attack him.
Alright, roll for it. Oh wait, that means I get to bring out your spiritual weapon token.
Yes. You haven't summoned this one in a while.
No, not since Altar Brawl. Where did I put it? I don't think I made it an actual item along with you, did I?
I don't know. I don't think you did.
I should actually... No, but I should have. That way you can move it around yourself. If you could roll the attack for that, it'll take me a moment to find it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, here it is.
And boom. Oh!
As it materializes with that angelic twang. It just goes in for the cut.
That's a 10.
Ooh! And why did I close?
I mean, I could use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Yeah, that doesn't quite hit.
So I use up my last of my inspirations to there we go. 16.
Alright, that hits. Roll damage. Roll tide.
And boom. Do I cast it at level?
Oh, yeah, that just eviscerates the skeleton. Just...
Yeah. Okay then, that's one. That's done.
You're left with the cold, dead expression of offense.
Let the dead bury the dead. Oh, and it works more damage because it's a fiend.
Oof. Oh wait,
well, it's an undead.
Holy magic. Actually, the skeleton is just slowly breaking away into golden flecks of holy energy.
Nice, dude. Wait.
I'm actually going to delete these tokens just so it makes it easier to go through the turn order.
Yeah.
Is that all?
So when an undead fails its saving throw. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of something. Whether or not to use my action to attack, or to just get closer and do something I think would be really, really cool.
Okay.
Okay, so I move 5, 10, 15. Okay, I move down to the deck over here.
Okay.
And I I reach into my shell and take out the symbol of Palor.
Alright.
I raise it up and say a prayer.
You do.
May the might of Palor cast fear into you all. And I cast Channel Divinity Turn Undead.
Ah. In action, you present your holy symbol and speak prayer. Ensure sense. Okay. Each undead that can see or hear you within 50 feet must make a wisdom save. Okay. Lovely.
It's turned for 1 minute until it takes any damage.
Okay. The one below you. That's wisdom, right?
Yes.
What's your save DC?
Let me check. Try to figure out where that would be. Where would that be? I'm dumb.
It should say on your spellcasting.
Channel Divinity. Oh, 18.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so that one fails. This one, almost all of them can see or hear you. Oh, no! That fails. That's just a horrid failure. Does that beat?
Wow. Yep, that hits. That's it. It matches.
Okay. I will mark this one.
This one's smarter, you jerk.
This one is. What's the range on your channel divinity? See or hear
undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. So
I tried to get
one
the
is
closest
this
ones possible.
guy up in this corner. Oh, that one too would count? Oh, that one would. Okay. This guy fails. And this archer skeleton fails. Okay. All but one now look at you with a gurgling disgust. Is actually
Was it something I said?
It is now this one's turn as he moves away from you and falls off the boat, and you hear a splash into the water.
Nice.
Nella, it comes back around to your turn.
Yeah, she's going to move up and attack this one.
Everyone's camera
So-
off. I feel a little low. No.
There. She's gonna run at it and
Oh, so you came up onto deck?
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm checking something because where do the stairs come out of? Do they come out here or here?
This is the opening of the stairs.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, she's just going to attack this one with her hammer.
Roll damage.
17. Does that hit?
Yes. Roll. Yeah.
11.
That particular version looks extremely messed up, but is still standing.
I have an extra attack.
Okay. That hits. Roll damage.
8.
It's gone.
Yay. Cool. That's her turn.
Okay. this skeleton is... Oh, how did he not move? He is going to take a ranged attack at you with his bow.
Me?
Yep. Does a 13
Oh.
hit?
No.
Oh, then a 12 definitely doesn't. And he's going to actually stay right there. Because he's safe there, for now.
Not for long.
Donatello.
Yes.
For some reason it shows that it's a skeleton's turn. This... Wait, what? Oh, you're actually lower in the... This order is all messed up.
Yeah, I'm 4.
Never mind. We will come back to you. My apologies. This skeleton is going to back up. Oop, not that far. Oh. And he is going to also fire his short bow at you. No! No!
Ah.
He sneers at you, skeletonly. Skeleton. Nope. Where are you? This one, seeing his fallen brother, also not able to go up against Donatello, is going to come over to the captain and attack you with his sword. No! Okay.
Ooh.
He gets you with a 22 after a miss. You take 7 slashing damage.
Alright.
This one is going to run away and hide behind the stairwell from Donatello. Captain, it is now your turn after your arm has been cut into.
Hold on. There we go. I'm going to use my great sword and swing it at him.
Alright.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, you mean the roll? Yeah, that's cool too.
Roll damage. Okay, yeah, you just cleave this guy straight in twain as parts of him go off into the water. And you're starting to hear, you're starting to recall. If you'd roll a history check for me. This is not the ship that you sunk, that you dreamt of this morning. But the whole vibe of this ship, there's a story about one of the formerly 7 pirate lords you heard, of one particular captain who you never had the displeasure of meeting. And with that, it is this skeleton's turn, who was not affected by Donatello. He will rush over and attack you with his sword.
Ooh.
Does that hit?
No.
Ah!
AC
No.
at 20, baby.
His sword just ching ching off your shield, does nothing. Now it is your turn, Donatello.
And now it is my turn. Let's see, what to do first. First, I'm going to put my spiritual weapon behind him and attack him, the guy who just attacked me.
As the shimmering golden claymore comes back into existence.
Oh, you're screwed.
Roll damage.
14.
As it cleaves through, instantly sections of bone are blasting away into golden glitter that just evaporates as it just cuts straight through the torso of the skeleton.
Nice. Now, I'm going to turn to, since the skeleton's gone, I'm going to turn to this skeleton, since it's within,
You cannot
yeah,
see
that's
him
within...
currently.
You
cannot see him currently.
But do I know where he is?
Roll insight. You have an idea he ran that way. He didn't just disappear. You didn't hear a splash.
And so, since I know that he's somewhere around there, I am going to use Mage Hand to push him.
Okay. Is that within the purview of Mage Hand's ability?
Yeah. You could shove one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. When you do, the target must succeed on a strength saving throw, which is a DC plus 8 of my proficiency, so it's 15.
You hear a kind of, instead of a voice, it's more like bones rattling out as sort of a cry of grief and remorse. It's like you hear a splash in the water.
Have a nice swim. And there's my turn.
All right. Nella, it is your turn.
Nella is... I'm trying to math this real quick. So that's...
Is the math mathin'?
Does it?
50. Okay. Yeah. She's just going to move here, and then she's going to use her charger feet to dash at this skeleton, which is 10 feet.
Okay.
And if she hits, she's going to push it off of the boat.
All right.
I am using my inspiration.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm just going to push it 10 feet off. I'm not going to do damage to it.
Goes as it falls off into the water.
It's like
The
baseball.
way that it went flying.
Nice home run there. That's gonna be my turn.
Alright. Saren is not here. Saren cannot come to the phone right. This skeleton moves a little closer and takes another shot at you, Nella.
Oh. No. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does.
An arrow shoots into your shoulder. And you're reminded, oh, it's a good thing you left Techno with Deacon.
Ha! My child.
Meepless in Seattle.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Is it that? What is that? None of y'all that high up? Oh. Yes, Captain, it is your turn. Sorry, this.
Okay.
I don't get how the interface is glitched between the two of us, but like, anyway.
How many blocks are we allowed to move? Long-
Up to your movement speed, or you can dash, which would be twice your movement. So that's a block per 5 feet, marked by your speed.
I want to move to here.
You would have to. Actually, that's stairs. I'll say that can count as a move. Okay.
I want to move to there. I want to move to there and fire my rifle behind this.
That would be a full dash. So you'd have to use your action to do that.
So action.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So you only have bonus actions after you move that far.
Which he does not have, so it's technically his only move.
Okay, so what I'll do then on that, I was going to get close enough to fire, but I can fire him across. I can shoot across the.
Yes, you're also on roughly the same level from this position.
Fire across the bow.
I want to fire across over here. I fire across the bow with my musket.
All right.
I'm rolling for it.
Do you have inspiration?
No, I don't.
Now you do.
And I don't have any more to give. Roll of cool.
So roll.
So you roll again? Or?
Yeah, roll.
Yeah, try again.
That hits roll damage. As another crisp round flings out, it impacts the skeleton and it rips the skull and hood right off as the bones kind of stumble around a little, trying to load the next arrow until they finally break into bits onto the deck below. And we are out of combat, and I need to flush this turn order. What on earth happened? Yes, clear the list. Thanks a lot. And you're alone on the top deck of this ship.
Sweet. What loot do we get to upgrade the jackdaw?
There's still.
I've got a problem with this ship. Where's the handle?
I want to go to the turn wheel.
It's always back here. It's always back here. Okay.
I want to turn the ship.
I think we're all trying to get to the wheel of the ship.
Could you all roll sort of an insight check?
I was the closest.
Me first.
No!
Why am I rolling?
Small ships, a big one shouldn't be that different.
I have a +7 in insight. How am I getting these low rolls?
Suffer.
Kyle, you've heard all sorts of legends about curses, about ships. Whatever force is keeping this ship in here, there's still more to be done before it can be released. It's not as simple as taking command. The area is not clear, effectively. You cannot sleep. Monsters are nearby.
Can I use Detect Evil and Good to figure out where it is?
Oh, yes, you may.
Can I see? Are these cannons loaded?
They are. The stench, or actually, how would you say? How does Donatello perceive when he perceives good and evil?
Not necessarily in stench, but it is like my eyes can detect either a darkish glow or, either bright light or a dark haze.
There are the sickly strobes of undead forms below deck.
I believe there are still undead around here. They must be purged.
Like dull lights illuminating sickly pustules.
Ooh, that's true. He wants to see if it can, if he can figure out the exact locations, and so he begins to place his hands upon the deck of the ship, and he casts it again to see if he can get their locations of them.
As you make direct contact with the ship, you get this immediate resonant ping that this ship itself, in a sense, currently is undead, but that there are also undead life forms in certain places you cannot pinpoint below deck.
The ship is a mimic.
I am getting so many bad vibes from this. Bad vibes, bad vibes. So,
Can we tell that we're still? Can we see like the bottom?
You see the barriers of this realm, but it's sort of in a way that you can't see out.
Hmm.
It's like perpetually over, like you can tell there's a glass dome, but beyond that it's like perpetually overcast.
Fire a cannon at the barrier.
Yeah.
You can sure try.
Awesome. I don't think Nella knows how to use a cannon, but she's gonna figure it out.
Well, I got a roll for the cannon.
it
Here it
looks
is.
like a giant gun.
Can I fire the cannon? I got a roll for it.
You can sure try. They're perfectly normal cannons, other than their decor. Actually, as you look at their decor, roll another history check for me. The cannonball does not make it to the edge; it hits the water. However, as it partly due to the fact you can't aim, as immediately you see the emblem that used to be this ship's Jolly Roger emblazoned on this cannon. This was or is the ship of Captain Nectarous Corpsair, who you would know from your little handout I gave you, the list of famed captains.
Captain Ahab?
This ship is known as... he is known as Nectarous Corpsair the Undying, and this ship is the Relentless. This is indeed not the ship that you sunk, but this is indeed one of the famed ships of the Aleph Seas.
What was the captain's name again?
Nectarous Corpsair, the
Okay, yeah, I see it.
last one, if you find the famed, the last one on that list. And you all feel a slight draw towards the lower deck.
I believe we must go and purge the evil from among us.
And you'll notice the lower part of this map has the lower deck.
Well, not all of it.
Let me see if I can move a little bit closer.
No.
He looks around. It's dark in here!
With that, you start seeing lanterns being lit with a sickly, pale light. The smell down here is necrotic. And you realize you are surrounded by yet a few more skeletons. And
Battle time?
you hear a dry cackle as out from the crew quarters comes this well-dressed, well, that's relative. It was clear that it was once a very fine captain's uniform, but rot has gotten to it. There's ghostly remnant, there's ghost echo of hair, and some flesh and an eye, as the captain looks to you. Shah! Wacha!
And that's coming from this guy here, right?
That's coming from the captain, who you now do know from
Oh.
Tales.
It's
This
this guy.
is Captain Nectarous.
He's got a ghost stash.
He has a ghost.
So is he a skeleton or a ghost?
He's overarchingly a skeleton.
So he's a skeleton. I'm used to those things. So
Long time no see.
yes, long time no see.
Just like Gilead said. Though a little older.
So this is your ship you're cursed to.
Aye. Now, what have you been doing to my crew?
They got in my way. I want the ship.
Huh. Well, I am afraid you seem to be in my way of getting out of this cursed hall. Boys, he gestures to the other skeletons as they all take a step closer, and we will re-roll initiative as soon as I pull the tracker up.
I know. I'm already got my finger above it. I'm already wanting to pull my trigger on this guy. That's all there.
Do you feel death, William?
Oh, yeah, hell of death, Turner. No, we're not there yet.
Oh, come on!
Come back with this one.
Pull forward into the abyss.
But strike bell, Turner.
You afraid to get wet?
Part the crew, part the ship. Okay. Sending order. Okay, no glitches this time. Yes.
No whammies, no whammies.
It's big money.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
Before we go into this,
Pardon me?
before we went down here, did I have time to reload both my pistols?
We'll say yes. You could have easily reloaded on the way.
Gotcha. That's all I wanted to know.
However,
Now
the
he
skeleton
does.
comes over and makes a swipe at you.
Huh?
And he makes another swipe as he misses as you are on the stairs. Inclement terrain. He hits as you feel the bite of the blade into your calf for 10 damage.
My leg!
Captain, it is now your turn.
Well, I'm gonna swing my great sword at him since he's so close.
Yes, that hits. Roll damage. Yes, that just takes the skeleton's head right in twain.
I wanted me to do what I wanted to do.
The skeleton behind you fires an arrow at you. Oof! Captain, you take 8 damage as an arrow sinks into your back.
Oh crap!
How much health do you have right now, Captain?
He can't be doing good. He's taken the most damage so far.
He has.
I have 13 left.
Dun, 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 ship in a bottle. Skeletor comes around and fires his arrow at Nella. That misses. That misses. He snaps an arrow out of frustration. Nella, it's your turn as 2 arrows sail by you pointlessly.
She is going to... She's going to dash at this one and do the charger thing again, but this time she's going... If she hits, it adds a +5 to her attack
Alright.
damage.
Nice.
Alright.
So charge...
That hits, roll
Cool.
damage.
Oh.
So 11 in total.
How do you want to eviscerate? How do you eviscerate him?
I want to knock its rib cage out and watch the head fall down.
It comes right out, the rib cage shatters against the back section as the skull kind of on the spine still tilts as gravity finally unwily coyotes and the head falls onto the pelvis and it all just kind of tumbles apart.
That's my turn.
That would have been him. He is no longer with us. Donatello, it is now your turn to act.
Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to do is that I am going to cast... Which one does more healing? That's 1d8 plus 4. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the captain. At level 2.
Alright, Captain heals 11 points of damage.
18 actually.
Never mind, 18.
And also, because of my Disciple of Life, that's /R.
Extra healing on top of all that?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
That's 1d...
That's totally not something I've been missing this whole time with a share.
Right. So he also has... So 19. Wait, no, scratch that. I didn't need to roll that d3. So it's 2 plus the spell's level. So he takes an additional 4 points of health. So that's 18. 22. You get 22 in total.
22, alright.
Uh-huh. And for my the captain, not our captain, the other captain, he's not able to be attacked, is he?
You can certainly attack him.
Uh-huh. So I am going to attack him with my spiritual weapon.
Oh, I forgot to roll him into the initiative, actually.
You did.
I see now the point of your question. Where does your spiritual weapon appear? Behind him?
Yes.
Okay, it appears behind him as I remember to put him into the initiative.
You gonna get hit. So he just goes right after me.
What'd you roll for damage?
22.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage. Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast it at level 3, and it's gonna have more force because he's undead.
So how much damage is that overall?
I'm checking to see. I think it's like a D8.
Okay.
Let me check. Just to make sure. Shield of Faith, Spiritual Weapon. Yeah, as a bonus attack on your turn, Clerics of Deities. Yeah, when you cast the spell using a spell slot at 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8. So it doesn't say anything specifically for
Undead.
the type of for undead. So you're fine with just 6.
6 damage overall?
Yep.
Okay.
And I believe that's my turn.
Alright. The blade hurts him some, but he is still standing. It becomes his turn. He goes, so this is your crew now, eh? Shame to kill him. As he, what is this? Maybe didn't prepare this guy. What's this? What does this do? He pulls out a very thin pistol and fires back at Donatello. We'll pretend that's what that is. And he pulls out.
Man firing?
This
man firing daggers at me.
He pulls out another and fires.
Was that you mean roll my pistol?
They bounce off your shell as he holsters them and runs towards you as he draws his cutlass. We're gonna say that hits.
Oh, come on!
You can't always be impenetrable.
Why? I'm a turtle, for goodness sake!
He manages to catch you at one of your joints with the cutlass. Tough cookie to crumble. Captain, it's your turn, as Nectarus is now super close to you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull my pistol out and shoot right at his head.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice, dude.
That hits, roll damage.
Nice.
A hole is shot through his hat and presumably his upper cranium. But he is still standing. In fact, he actually looks at you with anger in his eye. Oh, actually, I gave him both eyes. Silly me. Thinking he would sans. This skeleton is going to fire at Nella. Or not.
Spell has the effect of your target.
Skeletor is also going to fire at Nella.
Yeah!
Does a 17 hit?
On who? Me?
No.
Nella.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, yes, you take 7 damage as an arrow buries itself into your thigh.
Ah. The pain. It's unbearable. Oh jeez.
How much health do you have at the moment?
A good bit.
Nella, it's your turn, actually, to retaliate.
Revenge.
Sick.
Revenge is a dish best served cold. Whoa! Roll damage?
For both of them?
You probably only need the first one.
Well, I have extra attack, so I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, you
Good,
you
yes.
do sweeps.
I want to pound his bones into dust.
Yeah, you do that. as he yells like Skeletor on.
Awesome. I am He-Man.
No,
I am
No.
He-Man.
you're He-Ham.
I can't anymore.
Donatello, you see this osteo-brutality, as it is now your turn.
I have osteo-brutality. And so since he is literally right in front of me,
I have a crippling depression in my skull from that hammer.
I'm gonna hit him with my mace.
Mace is the place that'll make you gone. That hits roll damage.
Does it 8?
You hit him as he kind of recoils a little, and now turns his attention back to you after turning his attention away from you.
And I hit him with my spiritual weapon again when his back is turned.
Okay, your spiritual weapon reapparates behind him. That hits roll damage. Does that do more damage against the undead?
I was looking, and I don't think so. It should, but I don't think so.
That is weird. One
Odd.
second as I put this in a proper calculator.
So when you're level 5, the highest level you can make for your spells, even if they're level 1, is like level 3, correct?
You can make it as high as you have spell slots for, is my understanding. Unless it's a spell that can't be upcast. And it'll basically, it's a caveat, it'll say, can be cast at a higher level, or can be upcast at level so-and-so.
Yeah. So basically I have level 3 spells, so, and boom, 6.
So, what's the overall damage?
6. Unfortunately.
From where he was, he seemed actually pretty hurt. You see something oozing from inside of his bones where the marrow should be, but it is a black ichor that smells foul.
Brothers, he seems to be weakening.
He is bloodied, but skeletons don't exactly have blood.
Exactly.
But it is a D&D technical term. It is now his turn! As he turns, actually no, he keeps his focus on the captain, because he knows he can actually hurt him. Stayed, boy! As he uses all 3 of his attacks on you. 2 of those hit.
How much?
You take 14 damage overall.
Ow.
I just healed that!
Captain, it is your turn to retaliate.
I pull out my grand sword and I smash him with it.
Roll for it. Oh
no!
Oh.
He parries with the blade, and you lock blades. And it will now be a check to come out of lock. Kind of get it close, and he somehow emotes and grins at you.
Should have cast Bless.
And roll a charisma save.
Charisma save or just charisma?
Charisma save.
He's not a Pentecostal.
That's a charisma. Sorry.
Oh.
You mean roll the save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
he is definitely not a charismatic.
In the lock, he leans into you, and everyone can hear him go, "You should have stayed Gilead's page." As it goes to this skeleton who's going to try to arrow Nella. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You take 6 damage as an arrow sinks into your shoulder.
Sick.
Glad you did not take the baby.
It is now your turn.
Cool. Let me see
Yeah.
something real quick. Nella is going to rage.
You make me so mad!
She's going to rage with her claws, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
The whole bestial form. Yes.
Yes. She's going to rage with her claw form, which turns her into like this. Think of like a minotaur type thing, but like huge claws that drag on the ground.
Big
And
meaty claws!
she is going to run, because that is within distance of her.
Yep.
Yes, she's going to run up to that skeleton. Oh my god.
You see, that's the form. That's the base form.
He's just
There
trying
you
to
go.
do bardic inspiration. Barkic inspiration.
Ooh, cool.
Run up to that skeleton. Oop, that's the wrong. Okay. And
That hits full damage.
do they both hit?
You eviscerate him.
Yes.
I think you still have. Would you still have movement if?
What was that? It was about 25?
Yeah.
That was 20 movement?
You
Yeah,
can,
she still has movement.
Yeah, you can get closer. Yeah, you have enough movement to get up there.
I don't have any more attacks though. But...
We'll say retroactively you still have one attack. Because that first one was enough to out him.
Okay. So I can move here and I can attack him again.
The will of the DM.
It doesn't hit, however. You hit part of his billowing cloak.
Dang it, Noah, you got too mad. You missed.
Donatello, it's your turn.
Okay, so who is the lowest on health at the moment?
You hash that out real quick. I'm gonna be right back. My apologies.
Okay, that's fine. So, who has the lowest health? Like, Noah, what's your health?
She's at 32, but she does not like healing magic.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine, man. Captain, how much health do you have?
21.
Not too bad, but you can use more. I'm debating, because all the other healing abilities that I have are actions, and I really don't want to use my spiritual weapon as my bonus action. I do have this. Okay then. I am going to cast Healing Word on you, Captain. Cast it at this level. You get that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 2. You get 14 health back, exactly.
14 health, alright.
Nice, dude. And then that's gonna be the good thing. And since you don't like healing magic, I don't think he's gonna cast anything else on us. Cause now we can all literally just, beat the living crap out of him.
So what's the verdict of the maneuver?
Oh, I for my bonus action, I cast Healing Word on the captain.
Okay.
And now I am going to hit him with my javelin. That's a 14 hit.
Your javelin? Oh, javelin. Double check it. It shouldn't, but for the sake of the making things happen quicker, yes, we'll say it hits. But you are completely surprised and don't think that a throw of that quality will hit another time.
Nice.
It does, yeah, you do hear it sink into bone.
Nice. So, yeah, that's my turn.
It is his turn. As he draws from in his coat a dagger and plunges it straight towards Nella.
Oh no, it doesn't hit though.
Oh, no!
I want to catch it in my teeth.
Okay, roll a acrobatics?
Sure.
Athletics, sorry.
Oh, I'm good at that. I'm good at that.
Catch it with your teeth.
Can I rip it out of his hand with my mouth?
Break it.
You rip it, the hand comes with it.
Yes! Toss that away.
He kind of pushes back Kyle on you and makes two sweeping attacks at your torso. Only one of which hits, slashing you across the chest for 7 damage.
Ooh.
Nella, are you sure that you don't need that healing?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
He didn't.
What's the Bible say?
Was that on her or me?
That was on Kyle.
That's on you.
Okay, good. So I can take it.
Pardon?
I was saying I could take it. That's
Okay, it's your turn.
My turn. Well, if he's, I come back down on top of him with my grandsword.
All right. That hits. Roll damage.
Ugh.
You cleave right into his forearm that has already been stumped.
He's still bleeding, isn't he?
Nella, it is your turn. Now that you've caught the dagger.
Well, she's gonna toss it away and then claw at him.
All right, roll for it. That first one hits. Roll damage. Ooh. What's that total?
That is 9 total.
He looks in ghastly. I mean, he looked bad already. He looks worse.
That's her turn. I'm gonna growl at him.
Donatello.
Okay, then I am going to hit it with my mace.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll damage. Sorry, I didn't see it at first.
And you're fine.
Sinks into his back. He is still standing, however.
And spiritual weapon. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, roll damage.
And cast it here. Boom. 8.
Your mace, you feel it bear right through across the backbones. You feel things shatter, but you also hear a ghastly, bony, reconnecting sound as he is still standing, but you can tell he's on his last legs. He makes... Captain, how bad are you at?
I'm at 27.
Okay. He takes all of his slash attacks at you. Big money, no whammies. It's a 20. It's a 20.
Whammies!
You receive another 14 damage as he slashes at you. It is your turn. However, whatever damage you do to him will end him. So I will ask you, Sean, how do you want to do this?
I'm pulling my dagger out and I'm cleaving at him with it.
Alright. Like I'm saying, you're just auto hitting at this point. You don't need to roll.
Rule of cool. Allow it.
Roll. That's
Alright, yeah, overkill. As he does his last sweep cut that misses, you take that opportunity to step in and just do a straight up the skull stab, and you see the ghostly light fade from his eyes as his skeleton falls limp, and the whole macabre atmosphere of the ship slowly begins receding like a ragged gasp of air.
Donatello places his hand upon the floor again to feel the vibes.
Whatever strange necrotic curse was upon this ship is now becoming as gone as the spirit of Captain Corpsair.
We are victorious, brothers and sister.
That, yes, combat is over.
alright. Since combat is over, I want to know, can I pick his pistol up and have it?
Yes, you get all of his effects. I will figure those out and get those to you by next session.
I'm adding the pistol to my...
It is, yeah. He actually has a proper flintlock. He had some throwaways. He has a proper flintlock that's engraved with his symbol.
Cool.
Did he have any relics on him?
He has a sort of, a token from a heretical sect in your eyes.
Is there any gold?
Good luck charm.
Sorry.
He has gold buttons. He has a coin pouch on him.
Cool. She's going to exit out of rage and grab the gold.
I take the emblem and use my sacred flame to burn it. Or to melt it.
It in fact does smelt right away.
As all heresies perish in fire.
As this occurs, you feel a great wind coming through the deck, drawing you onto the top deck.
I motion everyone to follow me upwards. Onward and upwards. Captain, you coming with us?
Yes, I am.
And so we all head up to the top of the deck.
As you come onto the top deck, the wind is so strong it's almost picking you up as you see the cork is off, and there you can almost see the pull of the wind going out. And you feel as if you need to simply let the wind take you.
Right.
What was that?
Give in to the wind and let it prophesy you out. As Donatello basically goes limp, and you see this 400-pound turtle literally spinning out of the bottle.
Yep.
Nella follows.
I'll follow also.
You are all jettisoned from this bottle back on to the docks, as this bottle is now in the captain's hand with a little wilted note that you'd never noticed before tucked into the design of it that says, "Break me."
Well, do you want me to break it now? Or do you...
That is up to
Touch
you.
the cow. Do it now.
That is up to you, Captain. There is one empty dock on the pier.
Okay, I will break it now. Let's break her. What do I have to roll anything to break it?
No, you just have to head over and break it over some.
Rolls a yeet.
I yeeted it on here.
As you manage to hit it against something, which the glass actually shatters very easily as the boat slides out with the water and slowly begins growing until it is the full-size ship. However, new wood has seemed to have repaired where the holes previously were in the lower decks. The ship looks less sickly, though her marker still says the Relentless. As dock guards come over to you. The devil?
I assure you, my friends, the devil had nothing to do with this.
Either way, you'll have to pay the toll for docking here or leave.
How much is the toll?
How long do you intend on staying?
How long we intend on staying, Donatello?
I suppose just a few days. Not too long.
Past the end of the week.
Yes.
3 gold.
3 gold? Alright, here you go.
He takes it and writes up a little, some paperwork, and I give you sort of a receipt of where you are docked, and the guards head away. And y'all have a boat now!
Yeah.
Awesome!
And
I was gonna say.
Yeah?
I was gonna say, Captain. I turned to the captain. Well, it seems, sir, that you have your own ship now.
Yes, I do. I need to get the colors to fly on it. Gotta find those.
What do you think you will name her?
Why don't we leave that up to the crew on the next session and vote on it?
All right, then.
So this
Because I believe in a democracy.
so this session comes to a close. As, yes, you now have a ship. And with that, I will thank you all for playing. I'll thank you, watchers, for watching. Yeah, just a reminder, we're doing this for entertainment. We're also doing this, ultimately, because God paid the ultimate price we never could, that by believing in Him we could be saved. Today is the day of the Lord's salvation. If you hear His voice, do not harden your hearts, but repent and believe, you shall be saved. And remember, avoid false teachers. They're normally pretty obvious. A lot of times nowadays they don't even talk about trying to follow the Bible. They laugh at the idea of following the Bible. So, with that, have a good night, and until we meet again, God bless.